powerful introduction. Have you ever felt that suddenly the universe started sending you silent messages, as if destiny was preparing something grand and you were part of a greater plan? Know that the law of attraction responds precisely to your vibrational frequency. And if you're connecting with certain thoughts, emotions, and events, maybe these are clear signs that prosperity is near. In this video, you'll discover 15 unmistakable signs that your mind, heart, and energy are aligning with the path of wealth. Get ready to identify subtle and transformative clues. If you notice that these signs are already present in your life, you can celebrate. Abundance is on its way. Listen carefully, reflect deeply, and realize that you may already be attracting more than you imagine. Burning desire and clarity of vision. The first major sign that you can attract wealth is when your desire stops being just a dream and becomes a clear, vibrant, and emotion-filled vision. It's no longer about wanting to be rich, but deeply feeling that you were born for it. When you start visualizing your life with wealth, when you close your eyes and feel in detail what your routine, your home, your choices will be like, it means your mind is programming this reality. And most importantly, this desire doesn't come with anxiety, but with enthusiasm, certainty, and gratitude. This shows that you're in tune with the frequency of wealth. You no longer doubt it's possible. On the contrary, you begin to act as if you're already living this new reality. Gratitude before the achievement. Another powerful sign that many ignore is when you feel gratitude even before achieving what you desire. People who are about to attract wealth develop an almost natural habit of thanking for what is yet to come. This attitude is magical because it completely changes your vibration. The universe understands you trust so much in the fulfillment of your dream that you already feel grateful for it. And this early gratitude speeds up the process. When you give thanks for the new house, the income raise, the success that hasn't arrived yet but that you already feel is yours, you are sending a direct signal of alignment. The law of attraction loves this vibration. It understands that you are ready to receive and often delivers more than expected. Sharp intuition and synchronicities. Have you noticed that your intuition is getting stronger? That inner feeling that guides you firmly, even when there's no apparent logic. This is a clear sign that you are aligning with the frequency of wealth. Also, you may have noticed an increasing presence of synchronicities. Meeting the right person, hearing a sentence at the exact moment, stumbling upon an opportunity out of nowhere. That's not by chance. Synchronicity is a language of the universe, used to align you with more prosperous paths. When this happens frequently, it's because your mind is clear, your energy is elevated, and you're beginning to flow with what is best. Stay alert. Your intuition and these meaningful coincidences are true shortcuts to financial fulfillment. Deep sense of deserving. Do you feel worthy of wealth? If lately you've started to see more value in yourself, stopped self-sabotaging, comparing yourself to others, or doubting yourself, this is a very strong sign. Wealth doesn't come to those who vibrate in guilt, shame, or insecurity. It comes to those who look in the mirror and say firmly, I am worthy, I can, I deserve it. This feeling changes everything. When you begin to treat yourself better, take care of your image, your words, and your thoughts, you're telling the universe that you consider yourself ready to receive the best. And the universe responds. Changing your identity is one of the most decisive steps in the attraction process. Money comes to those who vibrate like someone who already knows they will succeed. You start seeing abundance around you. When your mind changes, your world changes. One of the most powerful signs that you're aligned with wealth is when you start seeing abundance where you used to see lack. Suddenly, you notice the beauty in simple things, spot opportunities in conversations, find value in details. You look at someone successful and don't feel envy, but inspiration. You stop thinking, this isn't for me, and start saying, this is on the way. Even when you see money in others' hands, you feel joy because you understand that the universe is showing that abundance exists everywhere and can also flow to you. This is a clear sign that your frequency is being elevated. You've stopped resisting and started allowing. And those who allow, receive. Change in your social circle and mindset. Another surprising sign is when your social circle begins to change. Some friendships may drift away, while others, more aligned with your new self, draw closer. You begin to feel uncomfortable in environments filled with negativity, complaints, and victimhood. At the same time, you're drawn to positive, entrepreneurial people who talk about goals, purpose, and growth. This change is no coincidence. It's a response to your new vibration. The law of attraction starts reorganizing your life so that you live among what you are vibrating. If you're feeling disconnected from old acquaintances and more connected to others who think big, this is a clear sign. You're moving away from scarcity and closer to wealth. New ideas, conversations, and connections will arise more easily. You start acting courageously, even when afraid. You feel fear, but you don't freeze. You start taking action even without all the guarantees. This is one of the most important signs the universe watches for. Courage in the face of doubt shows that you're truly committed to your evolution. Actions aligned with your vision, even small ones, are powerful. Many people wait to feel ready to begin, but those who manifest wealth understand that the feeling of readiness comes after the action, not before. If you've been making bold decisions, investing in yourself, saying yes to new possibilities, and facing challenges with determination, even if shaking inside, this shows that your vibration is mature. Wealth requires action. And when action meets faith, the universe has no choice but to respond positively. You see failure as part of the process. People close to manifesting wealth are no longer afraid of failure. They understand it as part of the journey. If you've stopped judging yourself for mistakes, stopped drowning in guilt over past choices, and started seeing each fall as a lesson, congratulations. This is one of the clearest signs of alignment with prosperity. A wealthy mindset learns from what went wrong, adjusts course, and moves on. A poor mindset freezes, victimizes itself, and repeats cycles. When you begin to thank the hardships that strengthened you, when you understand that everything prepared you for something greater, you transform. Money, opportunities, and abundance are attracted to those who don't give up, to those who understand that making mistakes is human, but persisting wisely is what builds empires. You feel peace, even without having everything. Yet this may be the deepest sign. You feel inner peace even before achieving your goals. It's not complacency. It's a quiet trust that everything is already aligning. You don't need to chase, despair, or compare. You feel guided. When you vibrate peace, the universe understands that you've exited the state of lack and entered the flow of abundance. This doesn't mean you've given up on your dreams. On the contrary, it means you trust the process so much that you already live like someone who is rich on the inside. And when internal wealth is consolidated, external wealth is just a consequence. Tranquility in the face of what has yet to come is a vibrational sign that you're ready to receive. And at that point, the universe begins to deliver faster than you imagine. You're taking better care of yourself. A subtle but deep sign is when you begin caring for yourself with more love, attention, and discipline. Suddenly, you start eating better, sleeping more soundly, investing time in learning, caring for your appearance, your mind, and your spirit. This isn't about vanity, it's about alignment. Wealth begins within, and when you value yourself, the universe notices. If you've been paying more attention to your health, your energy, and your well-being, know this. It's a sign you're preparing vibrationally to receive abundance. Self-care sends a powerful message. I matter to myself. I'm ready to live my best. And the law of attraction responds by raising your frequency to attract situations and resources that reflect this new version of you. You see money as a tool, not a goal. One of the greatest shifts in consciousness happens when you stop seeing money as something unreachable or a symbol of status and begin to see it as a powerful tool for fulfillment, contribution, and freedom. When you remove the emotional weight from money, scarcity loses power. A wealthy mindset knows money is not the ultimate goal, but a means to expand possibilities. You want to prosper, to provide more, grow more, help more, and live with more quality. This shift in meaning is revolutionary. It unlocks subconscious blocks and invites abundance to flow easily. If you're already at this stage, know this. You've broken free from limiting beliefs and connected with the essence of true prosperity. You've started rejecting what's misaligned. Another often unnoticed sign is when you start saying no to things you used to accept out of fear. Offers, relationships, habits, or environments that no longer match your future vision simply lose their appeal. You refuse to settle for less, for crumbs, for what doesn't uplift you. This behavior is typical of someone about to attract wealth. The universe tests your vibrational standard, and when you show that you'll only accept what aligns with your new energy, it understands. Now they're ready. Saying no wisely opens space for the right yes, and those who learn to reject what limits them become magnets for what expands them. Prosperity requires space, and by rejecting what no longer serves, you're preparing the ground to receive what you truly deserve. You feel a strong urge to help others. It may seem curious, but one of the clearest signs that you are in tune with wealth is when you feel a genuine desire to contribute to others. True prosperity carries a spirit of generosity, and when you begin thinking about how you can impact lives, help family, support causes, or transform your community, even before becoming rich, that shows your heart is aligned with universal abundance. Money loves good intentions, and the universe entrusts resources to those who intend to use them with purpose. If you've felt a growing motivation to do something bigger than yourself, to leave a legacy, to serve with your talents, know this. It is an energetic signature that wealth is approaching and you are becoming a conscious channel for transformation. You already feel rich, even without physical proof. And finally, perhaps the most powerful sign of all, you already feel deep down that you're becoming rich, even if the money isn't yet in your account, even if you haven't manifested everything you desire. There's a quiet certainty, a sense that everything is already happening behind the scenes. You don't need external proof to believe, you just know. This deep conviction is the highest stage of the law of attraction. When you vibrate as someone who already is, the universe bows. And then miracles happen. Money starts coming from unexpected sources, doors open, opportunities arise, and everything seems to flow. Because you became a magnet, you're already vibrating wealth. And in this state, it's only a matter of time before the invisible becomes real.